Hi, I am Brittany Ledesma and I'm tired. And I'm doing this because Giorgio is here.
I'm also tired, but I'm hoping this weed will revitalize me and give me strength.
But anyways, welcome back to the Just Okay podcast. I'm Brittany Ledesma. And if you're watching this, you probably know. Because why else would you watch this? Cute. Anyways, today I have my friend Giorgio. He is...
Hi, everyone.
Explain who you are.
I am one of Brittany's best friends, and I'm just going to go ahead and speak for her when saying that. She's one of my best smoking buddies. We do stand-up comedy together. I met her over the pandemic probably a year ago now. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary.
I know. I've known him for like a year. He was forced on me as a friend, and then I was like, you know what? It's not as bad. Maybe I like it.
I feel like me and maybe Ivan are probably the only male comics not to try to sleep with you in Austin. And I feel like Ivan would have if given the opportunity.
I don't think that's true. I think Dylan hasn't tried to sleep with me yet.
That's because you're married.
You're right. Dylan Sullivan and I are dating. He's gay-ish. We're fake gay.
You guys are the
No.
best couple I've ever met. Like there are a bunch of good like comedian couples, Tom, Christina, Sam, Derek, but I think you and Dylan are probably the best comedian couple.
Yeah, that's true. Dylan Sullivan was on Lights Out with David Spade.
We're obligated to say that contractually every time we talk
Every
about
time
Dylan.
you say his name, you have to say David Spade. It's how it works, unfortunately. I think those are the laws. We signed a paper, and it said, you have to do this.
Yeah, sometimes this old guy knocks on my door, and he's like, "Did you talk about David Spade today?" And I was like,
Almost. Yeah.
"Want to hit this?"
Oh, yeah. Last night I was actually on the gay show with him. I need to stop calling it the gay show. I did a show at Creek in the Cave. It's a comedy club here in Austin, Texas. And I was on Texas.
Whose show is that?
Alyssa Spatola, I believe it's her last name. I don't know. And Sarah Spears. They put it on. It was a good show. They had a lot of people there. They were all gay. There was a couple there, though, I was doing crowd work with. I was like, oh, why are you there? Why are you here? And the guy was like, we're polyamorous. And the girl was like, and I'm queer. I'm like, okay, so you're here because it's your gay duty? Like, no, what brought you to the comedy show? I wasn't asking about your sexuality, bitch. I get it. You've had a 3-way one time. Like, congrats on being polyamorous.
I feel like if you have a lot of threesomes, you don't have to tell people you have threesomes. Because you're too busy having threesomes.
Yeah, you're like, my dick's getting sucked left and right, bitch. I shouldn't have to prove it.
Well, they only do that in the beginning, and then you come, and then I think they usually just hook up afterwards by themselves while the guy's like taking a nap or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit more about me. I'm on OnlyFans, which I guess makes me a sex worker. I am down to 7 subscribers, so if any of you see this and want to watch me, it's just at Giorgio. Try to get those subscriber numbers back up.
For people asking for more feet on the podcast, he's not wearing socks. And we don't discriminate against boy feet, except I do all the time, but my fans shouldn't. I don't want to even watch this one editing for the feet. But I do have fans. Yeah, I got fans, bitch. And I think, they're just men who want to see my feet. And that's okay. I like that. And the thing is, there is a project I'm doing with a friend of mine that will be coming out, and I will let y'all know. So, y'all don't even have to message me about the feet.
Do you have
y'all
a foot video collab coming out, Brittany?
I have a foot video collab coming out. Oh, God, I don't want to give too much info, but it's something...
When's the drop?
Dude, I have no idea. I'm supposed to film it this weekend with Sam Lopez.
Oh, shit.
It's something really cool she's working on, and I'm a supportive friend, and I've never shown my feet before on camera, but I will for them.
2 girls, 1 slipper?
Yeah. 2 girls, 1 slipper. We try and cram our foot in there.
Together, like they're over on
It
top or
just
side by side.
breaks. Yeah,
You know what wouldn't break? An UGG slipper.
that's true. UGG slippers are nice. If anyone wants to buy me shoes for my feet, like UGG slippers, the new ones they have though, where they're all furry on the outside, y'all can do that.
Yeah, I mean, me and my girlfriend saw those when we were in Chicago, and I was like, I really want
Those
these
are
UGG slippers.
fire.
Yeah, and she's
They're
like,
fire.
they're lame, and I was like, what? And I was like, you just don't know fashion.
No, they look
Also,
sick.
you want to hear how I almost died recently?
How did you almost die?
Well, you know, my girlfriend sports a nice little lady
Oh,
bush.
yeah.
This happened again.
His girlfriend will not shave her pubes. She's like a skeleton with pubes.
Yes, and they get caught in my mouth when I go down on her. And normally it's okay. I can kind of put them up in my cheek and kind of save it till I'm done. Because when you're halfway there, if you're a guy and you stop, you just got to start over again. From my experience with girls, is like it's a continuous process, and if any point in time in this you break, you basically have to go back to square one. It's kind of like Candyland. Brittany, can you confirm or deny this?
I get what you mean. Yeah, it's like, you can keep making progress, but then you'll go like 3 steps back, if
Right. And so I really didn't want to do that because she was close. So I just kept and she's a side to side girl, east west, not really north south. I also discovered that recently. I didn't know there was east to west girls.
I don't know what you mean by that,
On
but
the
I'll
clit?
ask. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There are, I think. That would make sense.
And then some are like over the hood and some are like under the hood, depending on the make and model of the year.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't really thought about it that way. Oh, God, yeah. You do go in different. I'm just a click right kind of gal.
Click right. I like that. I really have because you're a young girl. You're a Gen Zer.
Yeah, I'm a child.
Yeah, it's not so much like kickstart.
Yeah.
You don't gotta throw it in neutral and push it down the hill.
I'm just like, keep it in one place and keep doing it. Also, you don't even need to use your mouth. Just use the technology God gave us
I was
because
about to
you're
say
not
that.
equipped.
I was gonna be like, don't you have to plug it in somewhere?
Yeah, there's like vibrators because men are not enough.
I think we know that deep down inside. Like all men just kind of know that we're not enough.
I think that's why man's afraid of robots. They're like, they're going to take our chicks.
Exactly.
It's like, this vibrator's going to take my bitch. And it will.
And that's why you see all these like anti-robot movies coming out and TV shows coming out. Like Dune, there's no AI in it. I watched it for Timothy Chalamet.
Dune was the dumbest movie ever. It proved that if a movie is pretty enough, it doesn't have to make sense.
We already knew that about women.
That's true. Oh, God. I took 2 edibles today. I had a hell of a day. I got my car booted, and I had to pay $100 because I parked in big parking for like 5 minutes and went to get coffee. And what I should have done is gone to the bank right after I got coffee. Because then there'd be like, oh shit, I have to take it off. But I didn't. I thought of that on the way home after paying him $100 to unboot it. But what I realized is the people who boot your car, they have the most miserable lives ever.
They're called boot vultures.
Yeah, they're pieces of shit. They're not pieces of shit, but their job is. I'm sure they have some good qualities, but I mean, I was kind of a bitch. I was like, I would Venmo you $75 personally just to unboot my car.
That's a good side hustle.
Yeah, I'm like, like I would just Venmo you that instead of paying the $100 to the company. Like, you keep the 75. He was like, oh, I can't, my boss. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Loser.
Lame. So did you hear about what happened at Wine Belly? Speaking of boot vultures.
What's Wine Belly?
It's like a wine store. So apparently I forget what the other store was, but a Uber Eats driver or might have been DoorDash pulls in to go in there and get some stuff and leave real quick. But by the time he comes, there's a boot vulture booting his car already. So he'd only been gone a few minutes apparently. So he kind of kicks him and they start tussling. The guy who's booting his car pulls a knife out, stabs him, and he bleeds out there. So Austin be fucking wild.
That was in Austin too. Why do we have boot vultures? Like, that's such a shitty job.
Agreed.
Like, wouldn't you just hate your life if you had to do that? You're like, I'm ruining someone's day. That's what my job is. And it's like, that $100 could have, like, I'm lucky that I didn't, like, really have to worry about that 100, but, like, if it was someone
Well, it's
else, they
because the
could have.
podcast is doing so well. You're raking in this ad revenue, and I love it, girl. Like, I love it for you.
I hate you. You
Out here
meanie.
flexing. She
I
be
have
flexing.
no ad revenue. You bet. You know this.
She's crumpling up Franklins and throwing them at boot vultures. Like, take this.
You know that I don't even think my podcast could be monetized. I would just need fucking sponsors to be like, yeah, we'll take a risk on this bitch.
If you're a simp out there and you want to sponsor Brittany's podcast,
You can Venmo me.
Venmo her, slide in these DMs, and we'll find a way.
Or just you say, you know what? I think your podcast is great.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe and go ahead and send it to your friends.
I got so high. I'm just like, what is my life?
I had a similar rough day to you. So, like, I wake up early and I have to do Ali McCoskey's podcast, who's a friend of the Just Okay podcast. If you like this show, you might like hers as well.
Resting bitch podcast.
Yeah, I produced that for her, and today she had to have a Patreon exclusive part cut out. So it took a little bit longer. And as soon as I get to work, one of my guys took the key in the mailbox because everyone loses their keys.
Yeah.
So I put mine in the mailbox. Well, that's gone. So then I'm really late, and I almost have to cancel on a good friend of ours, Jordan Shelby, because we're now doing jiu-jitsu dates.
He told me about that, and I don't.
We are now 2 male comedians in Austin who go on jiu-jitsu dates together. And you admit that you know us in public.
Jordan also is trying out rings on his fingers, and I'm like, either come out or stop queer baiting.
It's a whole new world.
He's like, the industry likes gay people, so I want to trick them, and I'm like,
It does. I was sad that 2 of our favorite comedians thought I was gay and then found out I was straight because I thought they wouldn't like me as much.
oh my god, that is too funny. I'm friends with all these guys that you'd think are gay, but no, they're just douchebags, cis white men.
Look, we understand that Metro is the way forward.
That's true, Metro.
We're trying to get Netflix specials here.
Oh my god. But, dear God. So what else?
So, make it to our jiu-jitsu date, which was pretty cool. Come back. We do a couple podcasts. One is with this other barbecue celebrity. So he was giving us all the barbecue lowdown on the drama.
Ooh.
Apparently, it's just like Romeo and Juliet with like the recipes and like. So if like you work as a pit master somewhere and then you leave to open up your own restaurant and then families hate you and then they tarnish your name and it's just like,
That
whoa.
is too funny. You know, I bet who would know about that is Yoni.
Yeah, so this guy, I don't want to like drop too many names, but was also Yoni's first guest on Yoni's barbecue podcast.
Okay. Best barbecue.
Best barbecue. So if you want another we're dropping you like 6 podcasts to go listen to right now, but they're all very prevalent if you want to be in the Brittany Ledesma ecosystem. The Brittany,
true.
yeah, the multiverse. If you want to fully understand her,
Yeah, if you want to get inside my head, see what it's like living this luxurious life of being just so pretty, famous, being a model, actress, dancer, interpreter of love, a guru, Girl Scout, sex icon. Am I missing one?
Jamaican bobsled team member.
That's true. I am on the Jamaican bobsled team. You can watch those podcasts.
Yeah. If
That
you ever
after
wonder
this.
who brought Brittany that barbecue, it was probably Yoni.
That's true. I remember meeting Yoni, and at the time I was still vegan, and I love brisket. It's my biggest weakness, and yeah, I started eating meat again because of him. He's been a huge influence on my life.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that for you.
I love
Because
that
like
for
meat is the way forward, and as Tracy Morgan once said, meat is the new bread.
If I want to survive in this comedy world, I have to eat elk meat now. That's what Joe Rogan said.
Yes, yes, yes. I think that's just good for you. You should probably also start doing jujitsu.
Um, no. I weightlift now. I actually
You squatting, girl?
I've been squatting.
Are you a squat
I'm a
chick?
squat girl now. I don't think I consume enough protein, so I had 3 protein drinks today already.
Okay. RIP your toilet.
Oh my god, I am. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm truly spiraling out of control. I gave myself another tattoo, and if you saw the last podcast, I talked about giving myself a tattoo again. Guess what, bitch? Happened again this week. Was it a good tattoo? Obviously, I'm talented. I'm like a prodigy at, like, I think everything I do.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. I can't say any of this seriously, God.
No, what's the new tattoo? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, God, it's actually pretty good. I'm not going to zoom in on it. Fucking
I got you. We'll tag team this. Boom.
But this is what I did.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
That's
I did
very
it
clean line
myself.
work.
Thank you.
And like people don't understand, like tattooing yourself is very difficult. Like
That was like the 5th tattoo I've done.
Also with is it fuck RGB?
Yeah, let's not. I didn't mean to. I know.
I love it. Like that has to be a bit soon
The
sometime.
yeehaw and the fuck look great. redid the yeehaw. And it actually looks really good. I'm pretty good at line work, I think. I'm trying to exploit all my friends to let them.
Ooh, I'd let you write something on me.
Thank you. Oh, I mean, I would hope so. I hope more people are like, wow, Brittany, will you tattoo me? And I'll be like, yeah. See, I just got a tattoo gun to make friends.
I think that's why most people
I
get
think
a tattoo gun.
tattoo guns just bring people together.
I agree with that.
There's nothing more permanent to solidify a friendship than inking them for life. Also, I think tattoo guns bait sad little white boys like Pete Davidson. And I'm here to...
Speaking of which...
No, I'm really sad about that. TMZ took a photo of Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian West. And I feel like this is a moment of silence.
You're still calling her Kim Kardashian West?
Yes.
I think she lost that.
It's KKW Beauty Bitch. So, I mean, it's a thing.
Like, is it Pete Davidson or is it Knott's Berry Farms? Because, like, that's a really sexy place to go.
I think it was at Disney.
No, it was Knott's Berry.
Oh. Well, they were spotted at dinner. Honestly, how am I doing? Not well.
I love that her and Ariana Grande are now tunnel sisters.
I convinced myself the other week it was realistic that I could fuck Pete Davidson at some point in time. And honestly, I still think it is.
You were convinced of...
I've gotten other DMs from, like, cast members of SNL. I'm like... Not to...
/ lighting guys?
I've gotten other... I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I could fuck Pete Davidson. Yeah.
Brittany, this is the 4th time, but the first time on a podcast that we've talked about you fucking Pete Davidson.
Yeah, why is this...
Like, why am I imagining Pete Davidson's dick right now?
I heard it's big from Ariana Grande. Honestly, I'm like, I don't need a big dick. I just need the girth.
You like that? You like that girth? It's got to fill it up.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I think the girth is what matters. Length is, like, cool, but no one wants, like, a long-ass skinny thing that's just going to coil up inside me like a snake.
Right, but if it doesn't quite hit the G-spot or, like, hit the back...
I'm not coming either way, and I don't need something poking me
That's
just
true.
badly.
That's true. You should just fuck dudes with small dicks to, like... Because, I mean, if you're not going to come either way...
Yeah, I mean,
You're like the Mother Teresa.
I don't like to think of my body as doing charity work like that, though. Like, I already let a homeless guy live with me for a month this year. I don't need to...
2 of them. One of which who is employed by Gary Faust now. I went on that show, too. Another podcast you need to check out, The Gary Bobby Show. Mornings, Thursdays at like 9, I think. That show is wild. They are drinking by 10 a.m.
How? Also, update. I'm still sober while filming this, so not from weed, clearly, but that's an update.
It's an herbal.
I had one of my followers message me saying, "Oh, I thought you were sober," and then that night I got blackout, and that's when I made out with a really gross old guy. And I realized that was my new rock bottom.
You know,
I was like, you know what? Out of all the bad things that happened to me when drinking, that was the worst. Which shouldn't be the worst, but you know what? My priorities aren't well.
right? You've literally flipped a scooter on a highway.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun.
That was Tony Hawk-esque.
Oh my, why am I getting phone calls? From Oklahoma.
Where the wind comes rushing down the rain.
Oh my god. Oh, Giorgio messaged me. He's here.
Yeah. Oh, so you just opened that door randomly?
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Oh.
But yeah.
She takes a moment to like a hot guy's photo on Instagram,
It
by
was
the
a
way.
girl. It was a hot girl. It was Paige Jen.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, and it's her foot. So you wanted to see feet? You can zoom in on that. Or go look at her Instagram page. But yeah, Pete Davidson, I feel like I could have sex with him, but I honestly don't know anymore because Kim Kardashian, like Ariana Grande, I'm like, okay, why they're the same level, but I'm felt like it was more
Are they?
achievable.
I feel like Kim's a much higher level, but Ariana Grande is age appropriate for him, like young celebrity.
Well, I mean, he also dated that really old actress right after him and Ariana broke up.
Which was who? I like
Kate something.
Kate Upton.
No,
That's-
not actor.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah, I think so. He dated an old woman.
That's hot though. Like sometimes you just gotta milf it up. I'm a big fan of that.
Milf.
I literally found a woman in Austin to pretend to be my stepmom.
Why?
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Okay. I respect, I guess.
I wanted someone to like come clean my room and tell me I was doing okay and give me an allowance.
A sugar mama.
Yeah.
That's true. Helping sad boys everywhere.
You know, we need it.
We need the support, okay?
Do you want to hear about my emo tattoo?
Oh God, you have an emo tattoo?
Well, I do, but I want another one. I have a gravestone right here, but on my chest, I want "Not yours, never was."
Oh my God.
So I figured you could write that on me.
I could write that.
But also, I feel like that's like really emo to get tattooed when you have a girlfriend. Like she might take that some kind of way. Like she'd be cool with it if I had it when we met.
I mean, it's just a tattoo. Does it have a deeper meaning though?
No, I think emo's cool.
I think emo's weird, but
I'm upset at Machine Gun Kelly for misappropriating my culture.
I'm not. I'm upset for him and Megan Fox for talking to each other the way they do in public. It makes me so uncomfortable. Like,
She is a mother of 3.
yeah, and she's hot, but she acting crazy out in these streets. Whatever daddy says, whatever, he was like, you're gonna be naked tonight. Whatever daddy says. That's me quoting Megan Fox.
You are a mother of 3.
I don't want to mommy shame her, but I'm just like, woman, you are not 23. Like, you know, I mean, you look hot as hell.
Agreed.
She does look fucking hot, but it's like the way, like, he's weed. Like there was some quote of Machine Gun Kelly. It's like the first time we kissed, we didn't even kiss each other. We just breathed in each other's air. I'm like, what the fuck? Stop being like, it's like they're in Twilight. Like, what the fuck is this? Are you Bella?
Speaking of
Are you
which,
Edward? No.
the new book's coming out from Edward's perspective.
Oh my God.
So, you know Dan Holloway, one of the hosts of my podcast shows. His girlfriend has a 14-year-old son who's really into Twilight and is reading those right now. He says he always carries one on him.
He always has a Twilight book on him at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Always stay strapped.
He does. I was like, respect, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
To clarify what Giorgio does, he works with Drinking Brothers podcasts.
Yeah, I'm a podcast producer. I do a lot of these every day. This is my 6th podcast of the day.
Dear God. This is my first one and I feel dead inside already.
Well, see, what's dead may never die. So, as an emo boy,
I'm already dead inside.
always dying. Bring back My Chemical Romance. I've actually been watching these. There's like YouTube not seminars, but like video essays that'll be like someone will pick a topic and talk about it for 30 minutes.
TED Talks?
Yeah, kinda. But it's just these dudes in their bedroom talking about emo bands, and they'll pick like a new topic each time of like who was the Mount Rushmore of pop punk, and they were like Blink 182.
That sounds so dumb.
Or it's
You
like,
watch that?
what's, yeah. I get really high and I watch about people talk about a music genre that hasn't been popular in 10 years.
I'm okay. Yeah. I used to listen to Boys Like Girls.
They were a good band.
Yeah. And then Fall Out Boy a little bit. But my favorite was Paramore.
Oh, Haley Williams. Everyone kind of turned against her when she said she didn't want to sing Misery Business anymore at any of her live shows because she didn't agree with the lyrics in it. Something like, once a whore, you're nothing more.
Yeah.
So she said she didn't like to sing that anymore. And I was like, bitch, we own you. So get on that stage and give us what we want.
Yeah. I will say, yeah, once you're a whore, you're nothing more until you decide you're not a whore anymore.
Agreed.
Those could be lyrics. Just fucking sing it, bitch. I actually don't want to tell her what to do.
Right. It'd be I found out that women can mansplain to women.
Yeah, they can.
There's a dental hygienist at my dentist that apparently mansplains to my girlfriend. We have the same dentist now. She makes those appointments. I no longer can use Tide fabric detergent. She got me this like vegan toothpaste.
How expensive is a vegan toothpaste?
I don't know. I just give her my card.
Dude. Giorgio got in a relationship this past few months. And it's changed him for the good. And then some I question.
I question it too.
But mainly just for the toothpaste. That's a lot extra. But, you know, most boys, adult men, he's not a boy.
I'm a boy on the inside.
Yeah. Well, he's a boy because he didn't own any spices or groceries till this past, like, September.
I ate out a lot. And it was just easier to eat out, and then I didn't have to do dishes. I didn't have to worry about things spoiling. Nor did I need different saute pans or cutting boards or...
The only thing he had in his house to eat as a snack were hot Cheetos.
And those were a bag of hot Cheetos that were kind of a gag gift that were like 5 years old.
It's like a sign for women to get out after they fuck. They're like, there's nothing here for you except LaCroix and beer. Get the fuck out, bitch.
Right. There's weed, LaCroix, and beer that I don't drink.
Right.
That is, it's like, this is not your home. There's nothing of substance here.
Yeah.
Both emotionally
This is like
or
a
physically.
halfway house. Get the fuck out.
Aw. I lived in one of those for a little bit.
Yeah, it's also known as your current residence.
But speaking of which, halfway houses, Zach is now producing the Gary Bobby Show, and a lot of the Gary Fast stuff, and he's doing a good job.
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, they got a good thing going there, even though they're getting drunker early. On Halloween, I was on their costume episode. Gary was the devil, and Zach was Jesus.
Dude, yeah, that's a good combo. They vibe well together.
They do, and like they're both actually really hard workers. When they put their mind to it. So I think if they just get some encouragement and keep it going, they'll find like a little fan base. They had like 5-6 people in the chat. It was going pretty nuts. Like it was cool. It was a good time.
No, I mean Zach's a hard worker for sure, and so is Gary. They're gonna kill it.
Right, and then they're meant for each other, you know.
Yeah, they're both crazy
In all the best ways.
for each other, in the best ways.
Crazy about you.
What else happened today? Oh, side note about being emo. I think emo people would be less sad if they just stopped shopping at Hot Topic, because I think that does.
What's like
They're like, the whole world hates me, and I'm like, yeah, because you dress like a douchebag.
what came first, the Hot Topic or the emo kid?
Dude, I don't know. I think it started with Invader Zim. Nightmare on of Christmas or whatever, that movie.
Yeah.
And then it was to shit. It was to shit. And we had Hot Topics pop up everywhere. People started dyeing their hair black, wearing lip rings, eyebrow rings, and that's when America got bad.
Got goth.
America got goth.
And now goth has seen a resurgence with these everyone wanting their thick goth girl. Did that come from like the emo rap phase, like the Little Peep phase? Like you were a rapper and you also you want a thick chick, but you were an emo rapper, so she needed to be a goth thick chick.
I don't know. Are there emo? Oh yeah, there are emo rappers. Duh. SoundCloud, LOL,
Yeah,
Lil Peep.
yeah. So I was thinking like when Little Peep was popping off, is that when goth thick girls got popular?
Probably. I feel like they're in, you know?
Well, they're really in again right now, but is that when like they started to trend up?
I don't know. I'm not goth. I've never been goth.
Yeah, but you're up on your memes, so I feel like you're up on like the bleeding edge of culture.
That's true. I am just so knowledgeable about everything I've ever heard in my life.
Like you know what's hot on the talk.
I don't know about emo goth girls. I think they're in. I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay.
Yeah, big goth girls are hot, is what I hear right now. Hansel, so hot right now.
So hot. Do they have to twerk? Because that used to be a prerequisite with thick girls.
Well, I don't know about gothic girls, because I feel like that's
It's
twerking's
counterintuitive.
like those are two different things. It's like, no. It's like, if they want to twerk, they can, but they tell you what they're doing. They get to decide for themselves.
So it's a lot of findom.
Yeah, like they're like,
Got it. Like pagan dudes.
yeah, they're bad bitches. Like they do what they want.
I see that.
Yeah.
I miss a bimbo, you know? Like
Bimbos were a good time.
just like to wear cool high heels and shiny jewelry and bodycon dresses and have their tits sit just right.
But they were so bad for females' body image.
I agree with that.
But yeah, no, I love a good bimbo. I feel like I would like to say I'm a bimbo, but it's also just like a bimbo is a state of mind. You don't
I
have
feel
to have
you.
your tits out for it.
Agreed.
Like mentally, my tits are out at all times. You know.
I feel that. I feel that on like a real level.
Physically, my tits hidden. Mentally, they're out and they're hard. My nipples in my head are hard as hell.
I feel like I feel like that would be a problem
Eyes
for you.
are the nipples of the head.
But the eyes are in your head.
Exactly.
Damn.
I'm so.
That's deep.
I know.
The eyes are the nipples of the head. Wait, what? No, the nipples are the eyes of the head?
I don't know.
Fuck, man. What else has been going on new? I got another music festival coming up this
Oh yeah,
next
Giorgio
weekend.
also has a cool job where he takes pictures of music and stuff, and it's really cool. And we all wish we could be him, but we can't be him because there's only one Giorgio, and that's also a blessing because we shouldn't have more than one.
No, you probably couldn't deal with more than one me. But it's here in Austin. It's like a little techno rave thing called Seismic Music Festival. And some people gave me some money to do a live stream on Sunday, November the 14th. So if you happen to be the whatever Brittany Ledesma fan out there who's also into like deep house and techno, who does live in Austin and feels like going to a festival probably this weekend or next weekend, depending upon when this comes out, come on to Seismic. And I'll be at the Volcano stage, I think. So just look for this face and this dumb blonde hair and take your titties out for me. And then I'll take a picture of it.
Or whip your dick out.
Yeah, both. Or if you have titties and a dick, whip both those out.
Twirl it.
Like a helicopter round and round.
Your dick.
Yeah, G does not discriminate.
No, I don't. I don't like seeing any of those, but Giorgio would love to.
Just for scientific study
Yeah,
and comparison.
yeah, that's true. Dude, it's been raining today, and it's been
So
throwing me
much.
off because I didn't get to work out. I was like, you know what? Today's the day I'm gonna stay inside and do nothing. And then I left the house, and it was havoc. Big regrets.
Yeah, it's like real Seattle vibes out there.
Yeah, I get why people in Seattle kill themselves and are depressed.
Right.
Because
And
this,
need a vampire love boy to come save them.
well, that was in Forks, Washington.
Same thing.
Just get it fucking right, bitch. But
Yes, the day with the least cloud coverage or the most cloud coverage.
yeah, it was just, yeah, this rain, I didn't get to work out. I'm like, well, now I'm depressed because I didn't get to move my body. I didn't get to go on my long walk today. You know what? I didn't get to do a lot.
Long walks are very helpful. Just
Yeah.
getting a lot of vitamin D, some fresh air in the lungs.
I did hang out with Sam and Derek for a while today. That's who I was with when my car got booted. And before that, Derek, Sam, and I were leaving their place, and it was parked in a parking spot. And their parking lot doesn't ever get filled up. Not like several of the apartments are empty, so it's just like that you can park somewhere else. And I guess it was parked in this kid's parking spot. I've never had an issue there before. And he was taking a photo of the license plate and calling. He's like, says something to Derek on the way back, like, I had to miss class because of this. It's like, you didn't have to miss class. You chose to miss class. Like, you could have just parked your car in another spot. You chose to miss class because you wanted a problem with someone.
Yeah, people just out here looking to Karen.
Dude, it was so weird. It was like, this is uncomfortable. Like, it was like Derek and him handling the situation. I was just like,
I would not want to get on Derek's bad side.
yeah, Derek was yelling lovingly to him, but he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, all this. And it was like, yeah. Like, I get why this guy was upset, but it's also like, he chose this battle, and it was like, this wasn't one you should have chosen.
Why do I feel like Derek can lovingly yell? Like, he could be yelling, like, even like be saying mean, angry things at you, but it would feel loving. Like, he could have that Derek face where you like just want to smile at it, like.
I think it's because he's black.
You can't say that in 2021.
My podcast is going to get canceled somehow.
Well, you already live in Austin, so I think you're safe.
Yeah.
The home of canceled comedians.
I'm just like,
Hoping to be one of them. You didn't ask me why I brought a mic cover.
why did you bring a mic cover?
Because I know who the last person who used this microphone was.
Hans Kim.
Yeah, and he'd be making out with randos every Monday night.
That's true. He does that. He hasn't done it in a couple weeks. They stopped, but he ended up kissing like 39, 38 people.
Good for him. Respect.
I'm like, do you have mouth herpes? He was like, no. And I'm like, I don't believe you because statistically, you probably do.
Right. And even though you might not be having an outbreak, he could be a carrier of it. So
Yeah. I mean, I got tested for STDs the other day because I'm responsible. I don't have anything. That's good. But I've never gotten anything.
neither have I.
And I'm just like,
And I never use condoms. I hate condoms.
oh my God. I'm just like, I'm just going to keep doing this. I don't ever want to get an STD. I'm always like jokingly like, when is it my turn?
Give me chlamydia over a kid any day, though.
Oh yeah, I'm like, at least one's like can be fixed by, but they can both be fixed by medicine, but like in Texas, it's just a lot more like physical harm I'd have to inflict if I didn't want a kid.
Well, you have the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about abortion on this podcast, we were talking about the stairs with Hans. He's like, you're like the Texas OBGYN. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. The staircase is nice. It's super convenient because, like, also, like, I almost fall down those stairs every day. So I really don't think I could, like, if I was pregnant, I would stay pregnant because, like, I wouldn't even know. They're scary. Getting up and down those stairs is truly horrifying.
I love your art wall.
Thank you. Y'all
Is,
can't see it, but it's really pretty.
is it bad if I'm thinking if a frat boy owned this place, how he would decorate it?
Yeah, there would be a projector somewhere up here.
And you'd have a beer bong that like went down the
Yeah.
first floor.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is like... It would be interesting to see a frat guy take over my apartment. I think there would be a lot of just like beer art on the wall, like just like empty, like
Jack Daniels
24
bottles.
packs and stuff, like being taped on the wall.
One of those tables that's made out of bottle caps.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like my ex had like a keg and stuff. Like I've lived kind of with like a frat guy before, so like I know exactly how it would be
I hope
decorated.
you were like 19 when you did this.
Yeah. It was not a good. I was like 20. It was,
Okay,
like,
yeah,
so
that's the only time that's like acceptable.
Yeah, it's like this would never. I would never. Oh God, I'm just like Brittany. You know, we all had to make mistakes when we're young.
We all did. We all did. We all just lived like there was no tomorrow, and
Oh God, yeah. This is. I was driving through his. I did a show at Texas Women's University this week, which was so dope. But I had to drive through like his hometown, and the last time I was there was like when I, like, was with him and his family, and I was like, this is so uncomfortable. I'm like, this is why I don't date people, because then you feel sad when you drive past old places. I was like, what is this? Is this a feeling?
no,
I was like,
you smoke that, and then the feelings go away.
but this was before a show, so I couldn't smoke. So I was just getting angry while driving, and I was like turning on. I was like, I don't even care about this person. But I was like, I am in my feels now. I was like listening to Taylor. I think it's because I was listening to Taylor Swift.
She'll do it to you.
Yeah, so that's where I went wrong. I wasn't in my feels. I just had Taylor Swift on the whole time. That was a mistake.
Her and Adele, like no matter what, you're just like, or Tracy Chapman too. Like you put on Fast Car, it's like I had a good day, and I'm just crying.
I'm just
I'm gonna
hating
try
this
to-"
now. Yeah. I do have a cure for whenever I feel sad. I turn on Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield, and I'm just like, you know what? Life is good again.
Life is good again, even though it's rainy. Like
It
life
hasn't
is
been a
good.
bad day. I'm
No.
just like, you know what? I do wish I worked out, but gains, that will happen tomorrow.
That ass will keep getting fat.
I don't want it to keep getting fat. That's the issue. It won't stop.
Well, you've been squatting.
Well, I want to lose weight.
Long runs.
I don't like running.
I know it's terrible. Long cardio.
I do cardio, yeah. I like cardio. Cardio's like my fave. Just because I can just like do the Stairmaster for like 25 minutes and feel good after. I'm just like, I
Break a
have
good sweat.
endorphins again.
Working out releases the endorphins. I've been feeling good after.
And happy people don't kill people. That was from Reese Witherspoon, Legally Blonde.
It was a good movie.
That's my favorite quote. Maybe I should get that quote tattooed. Happy people don't kill people. Should I get that tattooed?
You can tattoo that on my thigh.
Can I really? I would get that tattooed too. Friend tattoo. Happy people don't. We need to face tat Jordan. Jordan keeps saying that he thinks I'm gonna wake up with a face tattoo one day.
Nah,
Yeah, I won't.
not sober.
He thinks I'm gonna wake up after a blackout drunk and do it, and I'm like, guess what? I am not.
You mean like a star or something, or like a Monroe?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
My friend has a date tattooed on his hairline.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would get an ear tattoo maybe because I've seen those be cute, but yeah, I'm also just like not really into anything like that. Like, there's not all the tattoos I want would be like on my arms or my legs. Like, I would probably just do them myself.
I've seen ear tattoos in color,
Ew.
like different colored stars.
I like mainly just like black ink tattoos. I think red ink sometimes, but like once you add colors, it can just look trashy.
I like when you do red tones, like some
Yeah.
of the Japanese styling. I've seen koi fish and things in red that look really cool. But yeah, I'm more of a black and white traditional kind of guy.
Same. I'm I like tattoos. I like very thin line tattoos. That's my style that I like.
Super hard to find that in good work because it's like going deep enough, but also keeping the line thin and keeping it straight. Like
Yeah, that's why I like doing my own tattoos, just because, like, I know what I want to see, and then if I fuck up, I can live with my mistake. But I haven't fucked up yet, so that's a lie. I have one tattoo that I hate, but it was a stick and poke I was trying to fix anyway.
and stick and poke's a whole nother level.
Dude, I mean, I'm living with a shitty stick and poke I did last year when I was sober because I was stupid. And you know what? I can live with the consequences. One day I'll get good enough and be able to do a cover up over it. But until then, I'm just like, it's there. It is what it is. I did this to myself.
I find myself telling myself that quite often.
Also, it's like, you know what? I can respect like my decision. I'm like, I chose to do that. I'm suffering the consequences now.
It's pretty much the only way you can think about it.
Yeah. You're popular.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just getting, it's all going crazy.
If you're one of the 7 gay Marines that watch Giorgio on OnlyFans, thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate your service.
I appreciate your service.
I thank you for allowing me to put things in my butt instead of fighting for our country. I think it's a good trade-off.
Giorgio's OnlyFans will be in the
Will you really put a
description
link to it
below.
in the description?
I'll do, yeah. Yeah, I will. I'll do that solid. I don't know if you'll get any followers, but I also don't know who follows me, so maybe.
You know, it's okay. You know, you can both follow me and Brittany and love both our OnlyFans and love our comedy.
I don't have an OnlyFans, but
For your feet?
no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I have had many people,
Yeah, I know what you
ask,
mean.
but it's just like, I'm just like, y'all can see my feet for free eventually. Or Venmo me if you like my feet and like you see them online and you're like, that I saw it. Thank you. Here's $20 on Venmo.
Respect.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm really tired. I'm so sorry if this episode is mediocre just because I have the low energy. Giorgio's been carrying it along. But I'm trying to think of some
We've been going for an hour. An
hour now. Dear God. Okay. Well, I'm going to plug my shows that I have coming up. I will be at Secret Group in Houston on November 13th doing the Lady Bitch show. 8 p.m. It is going to be fun. It is a Saturday night, so get the fuck out of your house and come watch comedy if you're in Houston. Yeah. Then I will also be there the following weekend, that Saturday and Sunday as well.
Hell yeah. I don't have any comedy dates coming up, but I will be launching a new podcast soon.
With who?
Myself.
Okay.
Called The G Spot. In the morning.
God. This is really just you. You asked to come on here to plug a new pod, you bitch. This is your press tour.
I am starting.
I thought I was exploiting my friends, but they were exploiting me the whole time.
G Spot coming to you soon. I will be getting high in the mornings and talking about life. There will also be an accompanying Patreon with the Lazy DJ, in which I will DJ off Spotify and also be getting high. Most of my podcasts will be videos of me getting high, but I hope you guys enjoy that. I will talk about it thoroughly, and hopefully I'll have Brittany Ledesma on.
I would love to do it.
Come be on the G Spot with me.
Is it going to be done at the podcast studio?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, because I like stealing y'all's stuff that y'all have for free. The podcast studio, just before this episode's over, I don't know if y'all remember the Ice Age storm. It happened.
It did.
Giorgio was a saving grace. Dylan Sullivan from Lights Out with David Spade, he was there. Jordan Shelby, the roommate of Dylan Sullivan, who was on Lights Out with David Spade, was there too.
He was.
Willie Nelson, my dog, was there.
Yes.
Giorgio was there.
Yes.
We all crashed at the podcast studio. I got the bed because they have a fucking sponsor who has beds.
If you need a bed, or a
Ghost
new
bed.
mattress, get a ghost bed. Use promo code Drinking Bros will get you 30% off. If you have a bundle and need a bed and a station or a mat or a bed frame, you'll get 45% off.
It was also a really comfy bed. I will say that. Like, I've also done a podcast with Jack. The Jack Says podcast they do with Jack Mandeville. It was the comfiest bed ever. But anyways, we just crashed at the podcast studio, got really drunk, got really high, played with some dildos that they just had laying around, and, had a great time. I've never felt so safe anywhere, and it makes me wish we could have minor natural disasters that just kill a couple people more often.
I think that's called Boston, Massachusetts.
I've actually been thinking a lot about Massachusetts and stuff. I want to go to Salem.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, that's the only history I care about are witches. So let's figure something out. I need to take this podcast on the road.
Oh, I would love that. Bring Ledesma on the road.
Brittany Ledesma on the road. Hey, this is a guy I met at a gas station. Say hello.
Maybe not that, but it's okay. Maybe a show
We'll
from
work
Houston.
on that idea. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on.
Oh my God. Plug your Instagram?
My Instagram is just.Giorgio because it's just Giorgio. That's also my OnlyFans. Make sure you look out for the G spot soon, and hopefully I hit it.
Yeah, and my information will be below. If you want to subscribe, that'd be fucking lit. If not, that's okay too. You do you, boo-boo. Now I'm gonna get really high and go to bed, even though it's 7:17 p.m.
Okay, bye.
Bye.